Welcome to our topic 20. The title is Surface Area of a 3D Figures. So dito pag-uusapan natin kung paano kunin yung surface area ng bawat 3D figures. So for example, surface area of a cube, surface area of a rectangular prism, surface area of a square pyramid, a surface area of a cylinder, a surface area of a cone, and a surface area of the sphere. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng surface area? By definition, surface area is the amount of space covering the outside of the three-dimensional shape. So ibig sabihin, yun yung kabuuang surfaces ng bawat side ng a particular three-dimensional shape. First is finding the surface area of a cube. So in cube, binubuo siya ng square surfaces, okay? Just like this, this is a square shape, another square surface, another square surface, another square surface, another square surface. So in short, in a cube, binubuo siya ng magkakaparehong shape, which is, in this case, a square. Okay, so let's assume that the side of this cube is side S. So the surface area of a space figure of a cube is the sum of the areas of its bases and also its lateral faces. Since the lateral faces at saka yung bases ng cube natin magkakapareho, they are congruent, the surface area of a cube is equal to 6 times the area of the faces. That is, SA is equal to 6S squared. Find the surface area of a cube with side 9 dm. So here, the length of the side of this cube is equal to 9 decimeter. Okay, decimeters. So how are we going to solve for the surface area of it? So first step, copy the formula, which is SA is equal to 6S squared. Next is to substitute. Okay, so papalitan natin yung value ng S here with 9 dm, since that is a measure of the side of the cube. Our equation becomes 6 times 9 dm squared. So after substitution, next natin gagawin is to simplify the exponent. Okay, that is 9 dm squared. And 9 dm squared is also the same as 9 dm times 9 dm. So we will multiply 9 dm twice by itself. And 9 times 9 is 81. Then multiply it by 6. The product is 486 dm squared. Therefore, the surface area of a cube is equal to 486 square decimeters. Another one. So find the surface area of a cube with side 6.5 meters naman. In this case, the length of the side of this cube is equal to 6.5 meters. First step, copy the formula. Then substitute the value of S with 6.5 meters. Then simplify the exponent, that is 6.5 times 6.5. And the answer is 42.25. Then multiply it by 6. The product is 253.5 square meters. Therefore, the surface area of a cube is equal to 253.5 square meters. So that is the process of finding the surface area of a cube. Let's now proceed to the second 3D figure, which is the rectangular prism. So this is the shape of a rectangular prism. So here, binubuo siya ng a rectangle, okay, as its lateral area, okay. Then, yung basis is also a rectangle. Then, here, yung gilid is also a rectangle. So this is your rectangular prism. Again, this is your base, another base, part of the base, and this part is the height of your rectangular prism. So the surface area of a rectangular prism is the sum of its lateral area and the areas of its bases. Since dalawa yung base ng ating rectangular prism, so we have SA is equal to LA, lateral area, plus dalawang bases natin. The lateral area is the sum of the areas of its lateral faces. So to find the lateral area, that is simply finding the sum of the area of the bases and the area of the front and back faces. Example. So we have here 6 centimeters as the length of this rectangular prism, the width of 4 centimeters, and the height of 5 centimeters. Find the surface area of a rectangular prism with base length 6 centimeters, base width 4 centimeters, and height 5 centimeters. So again, these are our givens, okay, for this item on rectangular prism. First step is to copy the formula, which is SA is equal to LA plus 2B. Again, LA here stands for the lateral area of your rectangular prism, and 2B stands for 2 bases of your rectangular prisms. Again, to find the lateral area, that is simply finding the sum of the area of your side faces and the area of your front and back faces. So SF here stands for side face, FF stands for front face, and BF stands for back face. So we have here area of side face first. So in side face, meron tayong dalawa, left and right. So we have 2. This is constant since we have 2 side face, left and right side face. Okay, multiply by 4 centimeters. That is the width. Okay, and we have your 5 centimeters for the height. So para makuha yung area ng side face nito, we need to multiply 4 by 5. Okay, since dalawa, left and right side face, then we will multiply the product of 4 and 5 by 2 to come up with the area of side face. Simplify. 2 times 4 is 8, times 5 is 40. Therefore, the area of our side faces, this one and this one, is equal to 40 centimeter square. So next is, hahanapin natin yung area of the front face and the back face of your rectangular prism. So this portion, that is your front face, and yung nasa likod is the back face. Okay, and we have also the up and down, okay, which is part of your front and back face. So to find the area of your front and back faces, simply find the product of 2. Again, dalawa, okay, here, and yung nasa kabila. Then multiplied by the measurement of your front and back faces. So we have your 6 and we have your 5. Okay? So para makuha yung area nito, simply multiply 5 by 6. Ganun din yung sa kabila. So we have 2 product of 5 and 6. So we have 2 times 6 centimeters times 5 centimeters. Then multiply. 6 times 2 is 12. Multiply by 5, that is 60 centimeters. Therefore, the area of the front and back face of this rectangular prism is equal to 60 centimeters squared. Now, hindi pa tayo nagtatapos kasi una nating hahanapin is the lateral area of rectangular prism. So, babalikan natin yung formula in finding the lateral area of your rectangular prism. That is simply by adding your area of your side face and the area of your front and back faces. That is, lateral area is equal to area of your side faces plus the area of your front and back faces. So, nakuha na natin yung side face and also the front and back face. Substitute lang natin. So, we have 40 centimeters plus 60 centimeters squared. It will give us a sum of 100 square centimeters. Therefore, the lateral area of this rectangular prism is equal to 100 square centimeter. So, let's aside the lateral area first. So, meron pa tayong kulang, that is the 2B. So, we're looking for the 2 bases of your rectangular prism. So, paano natin kukunin yung 2 bases of your rectangular prism? So, to find the 2 bases of your rectangular prism, that is the area of the two bases. Okay? So, yung base natin again, this one, at yung nasa taas. Okay? The top and the back and the bottom part of this rectangular prism. Okay? So, dimensions of these are as follow. We have 4 by 6. Okay? 4 by 6. Ganun din yung case ng nasa baba. We have 4 by 6. So to find the area of these two bases, simply multiply 2, kasi dalawa, back, top and down. Okay, by 6 by 4. 2 times 6 is 12. Times 4 is 48 square centimeters. So therefore, the value of the two bases is equal to 48 square centimeters. So meron na tayong value ng 2b. Substitute ulit natin. So to find the surface area of this rectangular prism, simply add the lateral area, which is 100 square centimeters, and the two bases, which is the 48 square centimeters. And the sum is 148 square centimeters. Therefore, the surface area of this rectangular prism is equal to 148 square centimeters. Another example. Okay, we have dimensions of your rectangular prism. 4.6 decimeters, 1.3 decimeters, and the height of 3.0 decimeters. Find the surface area of rectangular prism with base length of 4.6 decimeters, base width 1.3 decimeters, and height of 3.0 decimeters. First step is to copy the formula. That is, surface area again is equal to LA plus 2B. So again, una nating i-work out yung LA. Okay? Hanapin muna natin yung lateral area of your rectangular prism. Again, para makuha yung lateral area, that is simply the sum of area of side faces, okay, which is right and left, and area of front and back faces. Yung nasa harap at yung nasa likod. Those are your lateral area of rectangular prism. So let's find first the area of side faces. So in side faces, dimensions are as follow. We have the 1.3 decimeters and the height of 3.0 decimeters. So kunin natin yung area dito at yung area dito. So we have two areas na hahanapin. So area of your side faces is equal to 2 times 1.3 decimeters plus 3.0 decimeters. 2 times 1.3 is 2.6. Multiplied by 3.0, it will give us a product of 7.8 square decimeters. So our side faces is equal to 7.8 square decimeters. Now let's look for the area of front and back faces. So in front and back faces, yung measurements involved are as follow. We have your 3.0 decimeters and 4.6 decimeters. Okay, dalawa din siya, yung nasa harap at yung nasa likod. So 2 here is constant again because dalawa yung hahanapin nating area. That is the area of your front face and the area of the back face. So we have your 2 times 4.6 decimeters times 3.0 decimeters. And it will give us a product of 27.6 square decimeters. Nakuha na natin yung area ng side face and also the area of the front and back face. Now we can solve for the lateral area of this rectangular prism. That is, lateral area is equal to 7.8 plus, okay, the area of your front and back, which is 27.6. And the sum is equal to 35.4 square decimeters. Okay, so area pala yun. Let's set aside first the lateral area of this rectangular prism. So yung kulang na lang natin is the 2B or the two bases. In finding the two bases of your rectangular prism, simply find the area of the two bases, okay, involved in your rectangular prism. Ano yun? That is the top and the bottom part of your rectangular prism. Dalawa din siya ha, kasi top yung isa, hahanapin natin yung area ng top and yung area ng bottom. Okay, so we have two bases all in all. So in top and bottom part, yung measurements involved are the 4.6 decimeters and 1.3 decimeters. That's why we multiply 2 because we're looking for the area of top and bottom. Okay, multiply by 4.6 and 1.3. So these two numbers are involved, okay, in the part of your rectangular prism, which are your top and bottom. Then multiply 2.46 times 1.3. The product is 11.96 dm squared. So this is the base of your rectangular prism. So okay na tayo sa 2D. We will now substitute sa ating SA. SA is equal to 35.4 plus 11.96. Okay, and the sum is equal to 47.36 square decimeters. Therefore, the surface area of this rectangular prism is equal to 47.36 square decimeters. That's it. So yun ang pag-solve ng ating surface area of your rectangular prism. Now proceed on the surface area of square pyramid. So dito naman, sa surface area of a square pyramid, involve yung base natin, which is in square shape. Tapos yung side faces natin ay binubuo siya ng triangle. Okay? So this is your square pyramid. Again, this is your base. At kukunin natin or gagamitin natin yung slant height of your square pyramid. So the surface area of a square pyramid is the sum of the lateral areas and the area of the base. So para makuha yung surface area, we need to add the base or the area of the base and the lateral area of the square pyramid. So that is, para mahanap yung LA ng ating square pyramid, simply multiply the n by 1/2 by BS. Okay? Wherein n is equal to the number of lateral faces. So in this case, yung square pyramid have 4 faces. Okay, this part, one triangle, one face, another face, and another face. So a total of 4 lateral faces. Okay? In case of square pyramid. So n here is equal to 4. Okay? Then B stands for base of your triangular base. And S stands for the slant height. Example. Find the surface area of a square pyramid whose base is 6 centimeters on a side and whose slant height is 10 centimeters. By illustration, we have this one. Again, base is equal to 6 centimeters and the slant height is equal to 10 centimeters. So this is our slant height and this is our base. First step is to copy the equation, that is SA is equal to lateral area plus the base of your square pyramid. So una natin kukunin yung lateral area. Again, to find the lateral area of the square pyramid, simply find the product of N, of B, of S, and 1/2. Okay? That is your lateral area. So again, in square pyramid, apat po yung lateral faces. So our N here is equal to 4. Okay? So papalitan natin ng 4 yung N because we have 4 lateral faces in square pyramid. Our base is equal to 6 centimeters and our slant height is equal to 10 centimeters. Okay? That is by substitution. Next, kung ginawa dito is to multiply 6 by 10 first. Okay, so copy yung 4, yung 1/2, then finding the product of 6 and 10. Okay, 6 times 10 is equal to 60 square centimeters. So after finding the product, multiply 60 by 1/2 or getting a half of 60. That is 30. Then multiply it by 4. The lateral area of this square pyramid is equal to 120 square centimeters. So meron na tayong LA. Kulang na lang natin is yung B. So in order to find the base of or area of the base of the square pyramid, since binubuo siya ng square, recall ba, para makuha yung area ng square, simply find the square of the sides. Okay? So in this case, we have the b squared, wherein b is equal to the side of the base. Okay? Next, palitan natin ng b. So in this case, we have your 6 centimeters. And 6 centimeters squared is equal to 6 times 6, which is 36. Therefore, base of your square pyramid is equal to 36 centimeters squared. So, okay na, enough na yung information natin para makuha yung surface area. Okay? So, meron tayong LA, which is 120, and we have also your P, 36. So, substitute na natin sa surface area. Again, LA is 120. Our base is equal to 36. Substitute. Then add. Therefore, the surface area of this square pyramid is equal to 156 square centimeters. Another example is here. So find the surface area of a square pyramid whose base is 3.4 decimeters on a side and whose length height is 3.9 decimeters. So the sketch goes like this. Again, so our base is 3.4 decimeters on the side, and our slant height is equivalent to 3.9 decimeters. Using the formula SA is equal to LA plus B, kukunin muna natin yung lateral area of your square pyramid. That is simply, again, finding the product of N, B, S, and 1/2. Again, our N here is a number of your lateral faces. Since this is a square pyramid, meron tayong 4 na lateral faces. So our N here is equal to 4. Substitute. So we have 4. 1/2 times your base, which is 3.4 decimeters, times the slant height, which is 3.9 decimeters. So multiply 3.4 and 3.9, it will give us a product of 13.26. Multiply this by 1/2, the answer is 6.63. And multiply this by 4, it will give us 26.52 square decimeters. Therefore, the lateral area of the square pyramid is equal to 26.52 square decimeters. For the base, again, in square pyramid, base is square, so therefore the area of a square is simply finding the square of the side. Okay, that is b squared. Substitute, b is equal to 3.4 dm, and 3.4 times 3.4, the answer is 11.56 dm squared. So meron na tayong LA, which is 26.52 square decimeters, and we have your base, which is 11.56 square decimeters. Substitute. Our surface area is equal to LA plus B. So yung LA, papalitan natin ng 26.52, and yung B, gagawin natin 11.56. And the equation becomes SA is equal to 26.52 dm squared plus 11.56 dm squared. And the sum is 38.08 dm squared. Therefore, the surface area of square pyramid is equal to 38.08 square decimeters. So this is how the process of finding the surface area of a square pyramid. Let's now proceed to the surface area of cylinder. This is your cylinder. Okay? So sa cylinder, meron tayong 2 parts. Okay? Meron tayong dalawang bases na binubuo ng circle. Okay? At yung gitna, okay, which is, kung ipa-flatten natin to, okay, if i-break natin to into half, okay, so magkakaroon tayo ng rectangle, okay, na shape. So the top and bottom of a cylinder are its circular bases, each with area pi r squared. Since yung area, or rather yung bases ng ating cylinder ay binubuo ng circles, so para kunin yung area nito, simply find the product of pi and r squared. So area of a circle is equal to pi r squared, okay? And if the top and the bottom parts of the cylinder are cut out, what remains is a curved surface, okay? Which when flattened out is a rectangle. So these are the bases of your cylinder. Hinati natin, yung body part ay binubuo siya ng rectangle. And the length of this rectangle is the same as the circumference of each base. And the width is the same as the height of the cylinder. So again, this is the base of your cylinder. And this is the measurement of the side of your rectangle, which is 2 pi r. Okay, nanggaling siya sa circumference ng ating circle. Okay? And we have your height of your cylinder. Okay, these are the radius of your bases, which is pi. So para makuha yung surface area ng ating cylinder, that is given by this equation. So 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, or simply the area of the two circular bases, okay, and the area of the rectangle. Or that is, surface area of your cylinder is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So find the surface area of a cylinder with radius of 4 meters and height of 12 meters. Use 3.14 for pi and give your answer to the nearest tenths. Okay? So here by illustration, yung given natin are as follow, yung height ng ating cylinder which is 12 meters. So ito yung taas ng ating cylinder, 12 meters. And the radius of our base is equal to 4 meters. Okay? When we talk about the radius, that is the length, okay, from the center of your circle to any point of your circumference. Yun yung radius. Okay, then gagamit tayo ng 3.14 as the value for our pi. So copy the equation. We have SA is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Next step is to substitute yung mga givens natin. Again, yung pi gagawin natin 3.14 because it is stated on the problem. R becomes 4 meters and H becomes 12 meters. Thus, we have SA is equal to 2 times 3.14, which is your pi, times the square of your R, which is 4 meters, plus 2 times the pi, which is 3.14, times your radius, which is 4 meters, and the height of 12 meters. Then, simplify. So, yung ginawa ko dito, I multiplied 2 by 3.14, okay? Then kinuha ko yung square ng 4 meters. That is, 2 times 3.14 is 6.28. 4 squared is equal to 16 squared, or 16 rather, meters squared, plus, ganun din yung case dito, product is 6.28, and the product of 4 and 12 is 48 meters squared. Then, M-dash na tayo sa multiplication first, okay? Bago tayo mag-addition. Work out on multiplication. Ito, multiply this part and multiply this part. SA is equal to 100.48 square meters plus 301.44 square meters. Again, yung 100.48 is the product of 6.28 and 16, while 301.44 is the product of 6.28 and 48. After getting the product, simply add these two products. And the sum is equal to 401.9. Okay, it is rounded, already rounded off to the nearest tenth. Okay, so therefore the surface area of a square pyramid is 401.9 square meters. Another one. Find the surface area of a cylinder with radius 45 centimeters and height of 66 centimeters. Use 3.14 for pi and give your answer to the nearest tenth. Again, okay, gagamit tayo ng 3.14 is the value of your pi. And we have the following measurements. Yung taas ng ating cylinder is equivalent to 66 centimeters, while the radius of our bases is equal to 45 centimeters. Using the formula that we have SA is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Next step is to substitute. Okay, yung pi magiging 3.14, yung r magiging 45 centimeters, at yung h magiging 66 centimeters. Okay, that is the next step. The equation becomes 2.3.14, 2 times 3.14 times the square of 45 centimeters plus 2 times 3.14, which is the value of your pi, times the radius, which is 45 centimeters, times the height, which is 66 centimeters. Next step, okay, so dito winwork out ko yung product of 2 and 3.14 and also finding the square of 45 centimeters. Ganun din yung case ng 2 and 3.14. Minultiply ko muna and also getting the product of 45 and 66. SA is equal to 6.28. So ito yung 6.28 and this is 2025 square centimeters. Okay, the square of 45 is 2025 plus another 6.28 and the product of 45 and 66, which is 2,970. Then kukunin ulit natin yung product ng 6.28 and 2025 and the product of 6.28 and 2,970. Okay, yung final process is addition. The product are as follow. We have 12,717 and we have 18,651.6. The final step is add the two products and the sum is equal to 31,368.6 square centimeters. So the surface area of square pyramid is equal to 31,368.6 square centimeters. So this is how you solve for the surface area of square pyramid. Next is finding the surface area of cone. Okay, so this is the picture of a cone. Okay, so para siyang apa. Okay, example of this is an ice cream cone. So parts of the cone order are as follow. We have the radius and we have also the slant height. Okay, so this is the slant height of the cone and this is the radius of the cone. Okay, so our base here is circular. Okay, so gagamit tayo ng radius. So to find the surface area of cone, simply find the product of pi times the radius times the sum of radius and the slant height. Again, R here stands for the radius and S stands for the slant height. Example. Find the surface area of a cone with a radius of 6 centimeters and a slant height of 10 centimeters. Use 3.14 for pi, pi stands for pi, and give the answer to the nearest tens. By illustration, again, gagamit tayo ng 3.14 for the value of pi. For our radius, that is equivalent to 6 centimeters, and slant height is equal to 10 centimeters. So these are measurements, okay, na gagamitin natin to solve for the surface area of cone. So given formula, we have SE is equal to pi r times the sum of r and s. Next, substitute. Yung pi magiging 3.14, yung r magiging 6, yung s magiging 10. Equations become pi times the 6 centimeters times the sum of 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters. So after substitution, yung gagawin natin dito is to work out on the groupings, okay? So we will follow the jam test rule. Groupings muna tayo. So here, we found out that 6 centimeters plus 10 centimeter is in a group, okay? So ito yung una natin i-work out. So copy the pi, the 6, okay? And 6 times 6 plus 10 is equal to 16 centimeters, okay? Then after getting the sum, we will find the product of pi and 6. That is 18.84 centimeters. Again, pi here is equivalent to 3.14. Okay, the value of pi is 3.14. Okay, so after this, kukunin natin yung product nilang dalawa. 18.84 times 16 is 34.84. Since the question is asking for us, okay, to give a final answer to the nearest tens, so we will round this up. Okay, so final answer for the surface area of cone is 34.8 square centimeters. Item. So find the surface area of a cone with a diameter of 10 centimeters and a slant height of 23 centimeters. Again, we will use the 3.14 for the value of our pi and give the answer to the nearest tenth. By illustration, we have the diameter, which is 10 centimeters. Again, wala tayong radius dito, but meron tayong diameter. Okay? So ano kaya yung kinalaman ng diameter pagdating sa radius. Kasi kung titignan natin yung equations natin for the surface area of a cone, involved is radius. Okay? Pero yung given natin is diameter. So, paano natin kukunin yung radius out of diameter? And another given is the slant height of 23 centimeters. So copy the equation. We have pi r times the sum of r and s. Next is the substitute lang. Okay, again, pi becomes 3.14. Your r is unknown, okay? But we have diameter of 10 centimeters, okay? Yung s natin magiging 23. So bago tayo mag-substitute, hanapin muna natin yung value ng radius, okay? Recall in a circle that two radius composed of one diameter. Okay? Dalawang radius bumubuo ng isang diameter, or yung isang diameter ay binubuo ng